Oh, wonderful. Hello, welcome to Eddie's Kitchen. You see, I've got all the spices and stuff, everything there, and down here we have the most wonderful chicken roast. I just had to show you this. And here we have Eddie's wonderful roast dinner that he's just cooked. On there is roast potatoes, roast parsnip, spinach, sprouts, broccoli, carrots, minted peas, and chicken. And also one of my roll-up wraps of sausage meat and sage and onion stuffing wrapped in bacon, whatever they call them. And when I can get hold of a cameraman, I'll show you cooking all this. Goodbye. And here, up here you see all my spices. And all the ingredients I use there. There's two tins there, one red and one white. Can anybody tell me why? You'll be surprised if you can. I've nearly finished setting up my studio. As you can see, computers, printers, angle poised lamp, microphone, guitars, keyboard, wireless keyboard, modem, ashtray, and those there in the middle there, those black things, are my 3D glasses on this wonderful new 3D system I invented 20 years ago. You can see they're very old. I also have videotapes proving this, so if anybody would like to contact me about this, I would be interested in talking to them. I'm not in it for the financial reasons, I just want to be put down as the inventor. That's all, thank you, bye. Hi, Eddie here. Now I'm going to show you how to make easy peasy lazy gravy. No lumps, no nothing. First of all, your tray. Because I'm having pie today, there's no roast, but I still use this tray. Drop of water, cold water in the bottom. We have here 2 tins, one white, one red. I wonder if you can guess what they are. Well, red meat, white meat. So chicken today. And into this tray we put the amount of chicken gravy we want to make. I don't know if it's coming out. Oh well, I'll get it a little bit more organised. I might even get a cameraman one day. Mix the once again, I'm afraid you didn't get the other video about my gravy, so I'm just going to do it again, but this time showing you making them. Fish slice, very good for making gravy. If you use a fish slice to stir, you're much less likely to get lumpy gravy, whatever kind of gravy you make. This is the simple, easy, lazy kind. But always a little drop of cold water first. Next, over here we have our steamer steaming away, and there's some jolly old juicy water there. This is a bit awkward doing this like this, but taking the water out like this, this damn steamer, the thing won't come out when it's hot. Stupid, isn't it? Anyway, we put the vegetables back on. We've taken about half of it, and we're now mixing this up with the, if you want extra salt and pepper, that's up to you, but I don't use anything. You with the fish slice, stir it until all the granules are completely dissolved. The next thing is on the heat. Now, if you want it done quickly, do it on a full heat, but you must stir continuously, and I mean continuously, never stop. Or, if you want to be dishing up or doing something else, do it on a low heat and stir every 10 seconds or so. There's always a way around these things, isn't there? Can you see me? Hello. Right, here we go. Stirring it. I'm now putting the heat on. I am going to do it for fast. That is on a hot heat. Just the camera so you can see it on the stove. Yes, you can see that. Just that little time that I was doing the camera, you can see it started to catch. That means the flour is starting to cook. That's why I say you must stir continuously on a full heat. On a low heat, that wouldn't have happened. But it doesn't make any difference because I'm using a fish slice and all the little lumps have gone already. And believe it or not, there's your simple easy gravy. Now, if it's a little thick, which this is just a little thick, always try to keep it thick. If you get it thin, it's much more difficult to thick up than it is to thin down. So, I'm going to go to there again, and I'm going to take another drop more out and add to it, and that will thin it down to the desired thickness. Simple. This is my actual dinner, by the way. That in the steamer, and the pie is in the microwave. And there we go. Now you can take these fish slice out and go to a spoon, and it's all ready to put on the plate. Just for once, I'm actually going to show you me putting it onto the plate. Right, in here we have, I don't know if you remember our mashed potatoes we did with the chopped spring onions, the cheese, and what else did we have? Oh, parsley, and the olive spread. Onto the plate, comes out of these containers fairly easy. It's a little bit on the hot side, so if you have to use a spoon. Quite often that comes straight out. There's the mash. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. There's the mash. These are all I've got here in these little trays I was telling you about. Makes it much easier. We have spinach next to the cabbage. We have broccoli. Broccoli you don't need to put in these trays because it comes out easy, see? And string beans. Oh, and it always looks prettier if you put the carrots or the swede, something of a different colour, in the middle. Probably noticed that on some of my dishes I've shown you. There we go. And string beans next. Broad beans next. Today we got mushy peas out of the tin. Yesterday I had roast chicken with minted peas. All it requires now is for this thing that's in here, chicken pie, to go on there. And there we have it. Really healthy pie and mash meal, isn't it? And I love gravy, lots of gravy. You just pour the gravy over it. I usually stick a hole in the pie so some of it goes through to the pie, and I usually make a little pit in the mashed potatoes so some of it goes in there, and round we go. That's it. Turning the camera off now, and I'm going to eat it. Goodbye, thank you for watching. Hey-o, there's Eddie, and today I'm going to show you how to do curried beef burgers. I have my ingredients here: 2 jumbo beef burgers, Aberdeen Angus, chopped onions, mixed vegetables which has been microwaved to soften, and sultanas, currants, mixed fruit which has been soaked in boiling water to soften. And also now I've got some button mushrooms here which I'm going to chop up. This will also go into the mix. The quantity of ingredients you use with each thing is entirely up to you. You can have more mushrooms, more onion, more fruit, more mixed veg. It doesn't really matter. Just chop these on. I meant to do this before I got the camera going. I might cut this out anyway. You don't need to be fussy how you chop up mushrooms. You can chop them up anyhow you like. So there we are. Now, 1 large saucepan. You can use a frying pan if you want, but the saucepan, you can do it all in one. Otherwise, if you use the frying pan to start with, you're going to have to switch to the saucepan afterwards. Right. Sunflower oil I use. You can use olive oil. You can use vegetable oil. I wouldn't advise using fat. This is to fry up the onions, meat and mushrooms. Always start with the onions because they take a little bit longer. Get some meat done. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to have to sit down for a minute so you can see me. So, give you a few little kitchen tips if I can. Do you use these hooks that you say I use, the sticky back hooks? Have you ever tried removing them? Well, they're very simple to remove and you can actually use them again. Most people wind up pulling them off and pulling paint off with them. What you have to do is get your hairdryer and blow onto them, and they will, and then you have to take them off very slowly. If you take them off fast, you'll take off paint, but if you remove them very slowly, you'll get them off without the paint and they can be used again. Right, let's have a look at the onions. This is the trouble with cooking, you've got the boring period in between. Now, next the meat. Well, just chop up the beef burgers anyhow, it doesn't really matter. You can use any kind of meat. One day I wanted a curry and I had no meat, but I had a beef burger and I thought I'll try it, and it worked out nice. In with the onions. Now, here's the big secret of a good curry. Strong curry powder. I think I've got some left in the other one.